Carnales, y bueno, continuamos aquí con todos ustedes en este especial de Keane. Muy interesante, la neta, el venir aquí a Londres. Es la primera vez que vengo y impresionante. Eso sí, el frito está medio cañón, carnal, está medio cañón, pero qué bonita, la neta, es esta ciudad. Pero vamos a ir a un corte comercial. No le cambien, todavía tenemos mucho más de Keane. Todavía tenemos, pues por ahí musicales, tenemos algunas cosas relacionadas con la banda y tenemos obviamente algunos otros intervenciones aquí desde Londres, así que no le cambie, estamos en Telehit en este especial de lujo desde Londres, Inglaterra. Keane tiene un nuevo material discográfico, Under the Iron Sea. Regresamos.
Especiales Telehit.
Carnales, y bueno, continuamos aquí con todos ustedes en este especial de Keane. Y algo muy importante acerca de esta banda es siempre su apoyo y el intento de crear conciencia a nivel mundial. Ellos estuvieron también trabajando en toda la campaña del Make Poverty History. Lo recordamos en su participación en el Live Aid. Y bueno, algo importante de aquí de Londres es obviamente esa libertad de expresión y ese sentimiento de concientizar a la humanidad acerca de lo que está sucediendo, no en Inglaterra nada más, sino en todo el mundo. Y aquí podemos ver esta especie como de pasillo de protesta, donde podemos ver críticas hacia el abuso y la violencia con los niños, hacia pues toda la oposición a la guerra en Irak. Obviamente por ahí tirándole un poquito al gobierno de aquí, al gobierno de los Estados Unidos. Y yo creo que Keane siempre ha sido una banda que se caracteriza por eso, ¿no? Porque trata de demostrar y trata de darle a entender al mundo que los jóvenes también tienen una opinión, tienen un juicio, tienen un criterio y no están de acuerdo con lo que está sucediendo en la actualidad. Pero bueno, vamos a continuar con más de Keane precisamente. Así que no le cambien, carnales, no le cambien. Están en este especial de lujo desde Londres. Estamos aquí en Telehit. Díganle no a la violencia y no a la guerra. Y pues hay que concientizar, carnales. Regresamos con más. Estás aquí en el especial de Keane para Telehit.
Song Atlantic. With the lyrics, I really remind me how the people of our age have difficult to deal with getting old. How do you deal with that? Like, oh, I'm getting older. I'm not a high school or a college boy anymore.
What's that to you? You're getting older faster than us.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a human thing, you know. It's nothing to do with being in a rock band. It's nothing to do with, I don't know, money or education or what country you're from or anything else. You know, it's something that's common to every person on the planet. You know, it's just having to face the idea of things gradually slipping away from you. You know, it's a pretty kind of bleak thing, but you know, it's really. It's a fear of being alone, I think, is really what's at the heart of the song, and I think that comes again. You know, that's something that is probably buried deep in every single person, and it was just, you know, the whole point of this album for us was to really kind of confront the things that are most scary to actually talk about, and it's, you know, you don't want to sit around talking about how terrifying it is, you know, how scared you are of dying alone. You know, everyone would get very depressed, but that was just something we I don't know, I guess we were really feeling, and it came out in a song.
And also with that song you have the opportunity to work with a great character that is Irving Walsh, that it's the creator of a really good story, A Strange Spotting. How was the experience of working with him?
Well, I think one of the things that we probably didn't do enough with Hopes and Fears was to sort of find ways of inspiring other people, you know, to come up with their own things and their own interpretations of the music. But we heard that Irving Welsh was interested in making a video, and so we got him down to the studio, and it just happened at that time that Atlantic was kind of beginning to slot into place sort of sonically. And it was the kind of the perfect song really to kind of feed his creativity, because you know, he's got a kind of wonderfully warped mind, you know, and it was brilliant to kind of to be able to give something to him, and then for him to create something that's a whole new kind of interpretation of the song and takes you to another place. And I think that's something that we really want to do with everything that we do with this record is try and get real kind of pure art out of it, you know, something that's exciting and interesting to watch, and not just a kind of boring everyday performance pop video. You know, I think we want to do something a bit more special than that.
Another great performance in Mexico City in a great scenario, Auditorio Nacional. How do you felt in that concert, and how do you feel all the Mexican crowd?
It's nuts. We got there and somebody said, oh, you know, there's 7,000 people are coming or something, and we got in and it's just this enormous sort of theatre.
Yeah.
And I felt like, you know, I don't know, it was one of those sort of videos of a band like Queen or something going out and playing these massive places, and it just felt amazing. And the vibe you get, I mean, we've been to Mexico City a couple of times and had a great time both times, but that time it just seemed to be, you know, the noise and the atmosphere was turned up to 11. It was amazing.
Well, last question. It's going to be really soon the World Cup of football. I know that you're a big football fans. And right now, Wayne Rooney, it's injured. What do you think about your national team?
Well, I think we've got a pretty good chance, but obviously it's going to be a bit harder without Wayne Rooney. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that his foot will repair in time. But
there's nothing an English team does better than sort of glorious failure.
No, and nothing they do better than getting injured just before the World Cup. You know, it was bound to happen, and it has. Yeah. So, well, we're probably fucked, aren't we? But keep our fingers crossed.
Well, thank you very much for your time in this interview. It's really nice to see you again.
Thank you,
and
mate.
Congratulations, because the album, it's a great album, and you experimented with new sounds, and it sounds just great.
Thank you.
Pues buenos carnales, pues ya lo vieron. Esto fue Keane, aquí desde Londres. Muy internacionales, carnales, así que no le cambien, esto fue un especial de lujo, estás en Telehit.
Carnales, y bueno, pues ya estamos a punto de despedir este especial de Keane. Espero que les haya latido. Una banda que la neta tiene gran calidad. Y este nuevo material discográfico experimenta con nuevos sonidos muy interesantes. Así que ya lo saben, por ahí consigan el Under the Iron Sea. Ya tiene, obviamente, primer sencillo que se llama Is It Any Wonder. Y bueno, nos encontramos justamente afuera de uno de los tantos edificios de Londres. Es impresionante la arquitectura de esta ciudad. A donde te pares, ves edificios impresionantes. Y bueno, pues espero que les haya latido. Keane, una banda que las veces que he tenido la oportunidad de entrevistarlos siempre se han portado increíble. Consigan por ahí su material discográfico. Ya me voy, carnales. Esto fue un especial en exclusiva desde Londres. Yo soy Claudio Rodríguez y Medellín. Están viendo Telehit. No le cambien, canales, no le cambien. Yo me voy a dar el rolecito, Y nos vemos.